Okay, right on cue. My Tesla machine cut out part of my video. I told you that happens. I'm telling you, there's something to the energy that has that it gives you the actual life force, which is everywhere. But they've removed it from our ability to tap into it, or they've limited our ability to tap into it. We're going to get it back. Come on, we got this. So I want to go over the parts that I missed. I wanted to talk about the eclipses more and the outer three outer planets because I think when I picked up the video, I got to Uranus, but I want to talk about the three outer planets as well. So I'll start with the eclipses. Eclipses are going to be in Pisces, which rules the 12th house, which is the final of the stage of you testing that which you put out into the world and how the world brings back to you, good and bad, to tweak what you have to you for you to learn and for the world to learn. That's the eclipse in Pisces. The eclipse in Virgo is you perfecting internally who you are. So it's a sixth house and it's 1 through 6 ventures. If I do seasonal, that's you and your spring and summer of you creating who you are, planting seeds within yourself, and then nurturing to grow who you trying to be. So you get out into the world. You're actually the harvest. You're getting out into the world and you're showing the world what you are, who you are, and how maybe you could help make a difference. And then they're going to help tweak that which you've missed. As individuals, we can't figure or we can't really get everything that we need to work on. That's why we partner or pair with others. So these eclipses are in huge times for you to awaken from within, and that's why I've been telling people if we can get in the middle, right, where the outer planets are, and then where these sets of eclipses are, we can really perfect ourselves from the inside out, and then we could take that out into the world and then perfect the world around us. But we can't perfect the world around us first if we didn't do the work. So you got to go inside. Now, the eclipse in Pisces will be on the 7th. It's a total eclipse. And Pisces is ruled by Neptune. That's a karmic planet. It's where we must put everything that we've worked on in whatever cycle we're in, whatever planetary cycle we're dealing with, everything we've worked on. And Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, has a 164-year cycle. So it's a 164-year cycle of you, what you did, what you thought, who you were, how you beat yourself up, how others beat you up, and then you took it internally, and then how all that is, how you take that into the outside world. So we can work on our scars, our karma, good and bad, things we paid forward, things we still got to pay back, things like that. This is what that total eclipse is going to do, and that's on the 7th of September. So watch for some doozy events to occur then, because what happens on the eclipse is it's the universe's way of awakening us. It's like a lightning bolt out of the blue sky. You didn't know it was coming over, and it showed up, boom, and that grabbed your attention. It put you in the moment. Well, the eclipses will put you in the moment, and then they awaken you to that which maybe you are, and you probably don't even understand. So I'm guessing that a lot of your good karma can show up here, and for you to figure it out as well. That's what I'm going to be looking for. On the Virgo side of the eclipse, Virgos are perfectionists. They're perfecting themselves. They feel, both these planets feel so damn much, right? And so the key is what you're feeling yours or somebody else's? Are you looking through rose-colored glasses, or are you clearly looking at things for how they are versus how you maybe want them to be? I've been really coaching people close to me to do me a favor, operate in this manner, and I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. Operate in a manner of, let me assess where others are when I have to encounter and deal with them first, and really work hard at picking that up versus trying to get my agenda sold or my agenda cared for. Because if you do that, you'll be able to bring your agenda, and the message and the delivery will come in ways that will be way more effective. I'm begging you. I had a customer that I called him the 6 rule, and it was almost hilarious. I had to mention it 6 times before it would happen in the other company I had where I sold products. But I'll be damned, after the 6th time, they would jump on it. I'm not going to say if they're a guy or girl. And then it would be highly successful. In every instance, it was highly successful. If I brought it up 6 times, I really, I kept going, no, this is going to work. Some things I'd bring up and I'd be, no, that's not going to work. And I wouldn't bring it up 6 times. But then in that sixth time, it seemed like they got it. So I'm going to ask you to invoke the sixth rule. But then they owned it. And I eventually go, you know what? I don't need to be the owner of that. I don't need to be recognized. I don't really care. I'm just a speck. Let them own it. I don't care. And so that's how I operated. So I called that the sixth rule. And I'll be damned if that's not how a lot of my life goes. So maybe I'm just a bad communicator initially, or I'm the Aquarian type, which I'm heading to, where Pluto is, in that Aquarians are extremely unique. And Aquarius, the energy reminds you that you're a 26,000 year cycle of ever happening again. So that's how just unique you are. And that your timing may be off for the average person, the average individual who's got the trends and they're stuck on the trends because they're here and they want to look like and feel like and get along with everybody. Aquarians don't care about any of that. Trust me, I'm there. You can tell by how I look and what I wear. I have my own trend and it's nothing anybody wants to do. I don't really care. So Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto's your soul. Pluto and Aquarius is a 248 year cycle. It's a 20 year in each sign approximately. It's back in Aquarius where you are seeking the truth. Unfortunately, the powers to be, or what really runs this this whole system, know astrology well, and they use it, and they're very effective with it. I just chuckle at when they do stuff and why, because it's pretty accurate about when to do things, right? And they knew Pluto was going to do this. They knew it all along. So, and they knew the lies were going to get revealed. They understand that. They understand nothing's forever, except for their ability to control. Now, if you want to talk about Pluto, it's either to be in control, or be controlled. And they know this. And so, in that, right, when somebody realizes that they've given up control and they want it back, that's when they really start doing the investigation and the work, because that's what Pluto does. They're the spies, the investigators. So you're spying to find the truth. And this world is so full of lies that you got to figure out that you're being lied to first, so then you can get to the truth, because you can't do it until you do that. So the process is, and this is what's occurring because it's just early in the sign of Aquarius, is you're actually sorting out that you've been lied to on an epic scale. And because you've been lied to, you have to be the one to go internally and go, I'm a damn fool. And you have to go through that process. Now, it's empowering, right, to truly understand just what the hell was going on and why and where you were. And then that'll help you in dealing with others, because they did the same thing. Some aren't as far as maybe you are. Some are farther than you are. Doesn't matter. Assess that in your initial endeavor, in whatever it is you take. Assess your environment first, absorb it, figure out what you can best do within that environment. Don't let that environment change you. You do the change by taking it internally and change from within. I'm begging you to do that. Now, because Pluto's there, because Uranus is reminding us how unique we are. I'm sorry, Aquarius is reminding us how unique we are, where Pluto is transiting. And because the truth's coming, it comes at its own pace. So you won't have to maybe have all the puzzle pieces. You may have at some other point in your evolutionary cycle placed other puzzle pieces where they belong, and you're just fitting the ones in that aren't back in there yet. So know that. You're going to know things. You're just going to know them. It's not about believing. It's the enemy of knowing. Crow 777 tells me that every time I listen to one of his shows. He's a great dude. But believing it, when you believe something, that's great, but that's the enemy of knowing. When you know something, you know, and it's usually spot on, okay? If you're not in some way impaired, in some way, shape, or form impaired. And this is what's happening to us all. So we're getting to the truth. It's ugly, it's dark, but you got to go through the darkness, and you got to understand the darkness to appreciate the light side. Get in the middle, enjoy both, pick them up, okay? That's happening. That's occurring right now. We're cleaning up karma. Neptune going back in Pisces for a little bit and then back into Aries. It'll be back into Aries in late January, but it's going to retrograde back into late January or February. It'll retrograde back into Pisces, the sign that rules. And it's where you will karmically figure out all that you are. If you think the moon's your arsenal, Neptune's everything you can access or tap into from your past life, including the truest sense of love, the deepest sense of love, all your intuition, your psychic abilities, your ability to know. 12th house is knowing, or your ability to be fooled. We've all been led down a path that fooled the hell out of us, and most of us are going to get out of it. I'm hoping. No, I'm not hoping. I know. I know this. Because you'll survive if you do that. If you don't, you're probably not going to survive through this disaster they've created. So Pluto in Aquarius is, you're just seeking the truth. Let it happen. And don't hesitate to be open to others. Don't cut them off right away, because they might give you that one piece of the puzzle through something they're saying, or they did, that'll help you. Lastly, Uranus. I think I caught the end of that, but Uranus is in Gemini. It'll go back into Taurus for a bit. Taurus is the first of the Earth sign, and what it did was taught us more about on the physical plane, just what Uranus seeks the truth. Uranus rules Aquarius, just how we've been lied to, because basically the whole system that's in place is a lie, but it's by design so they can control. Now, are you getting the puzzle pieces now? Because Pluto's showing us that you either are in control or you're giving up control. And guess what? The elite like to be in control. Here's our chance to get them out of control, right? And for us to be back in control, and then get in the middle. Make sure you know your power so you can have the power and the control you need when necessary. And you don't hand it over. So the system has got you to believe that they're the power and you can't do anything without them. I talked about, I'm not sure it was in the video, I'm going to bring it up again, but 2001 and the crash, it was supposedly 9/11 that was the crash. Now, they needed to crash the market because they screwed it up, and they knew it was coming. The Y2K built a market that was a disaster. AI is the same thing. AI is a disaster. They're sucking you in. They're getting ready to take it from you. And what I didn't talk about in that last video, I'm going to add too, is the biggest chunk of money's from the baby boomers who's in their retirement stage, and they have a big chunk of money laying in places that if you stay in this market, you're gonna lose it, and that's what they want. That's what they do. They take from you, whether it's your physical resources or your soul or your life force. They're taking it from you, and I've explained many of examples in this video, and the previous one, the part one of this video that I screwed up. Because my Tesla machine messed it up. So I'm hoping that you can do research on the Tesla machine. I'm not going to help you much because I don't want to get in trouble, because they are looking for people that are truly just getting to the truth, and they make examples of them. And I don't want to be an example. I was in other past lives. I know I was, because I seek the damn truth so hard. So now I'm trying to be a little smarter here. And the system is what it is. You got to realize it, and then you have to, best you can, combat it, because it's a lie. It's not good for any of us. It just isn't. And if you think it is, well, good. Be on that side. I'm not really going to like you, or you're not going to like where you end. So, in saying all this, Uranus and Gemini are the twins facing away from each other. Okay, and it's you having to see both sides of the story. Remember, Uranus ruling Aquarius is just seeking the truth in its most direct form, from a perspective that's more yours than anybody else's. So what I offer you is the chance that you're going to get this. You're going to sort it out from work you do. Don't let any piece of information that sparks that interest in you, and you may not even know a reason why. Don't let any of that slide through. Research it. If it sparks an interest or you resonate with it, that's kind of how Uranus works in finding the truth, is you're using all your perspectives, because Uranus is the first of the outer planets of, you're way more of a not physical being, the soul, than you are a physical being. And it's reminding you of that. It's the beginning process. So it's kind of the awakening that, wait a minute, I'm so much more than this body, right? I'm so much more than that. I may be the first one that has to figure that out first before I can show anybody else. And that's really what Uranus does. So it being in Gemini rules the third house, the end of the spring season, it being in Gemini is going to get you to be the student, to then become the teacher. So think about that. You got to see both sides of everything. Not that you have to lean on one side harder than the other, but so you have the perspective so the student can become the teacher. It's the communication side on the physical plane. So I'm hoping that you find stuff and you start sharing way more than you are now. And you have no fear, because we got to get rid of the fear. I'm basically fearless now. I've been doing a lot of things. I've opened a pizza place. I've sold a company and retired from that. And I'm just out there just trying to figure out where society is through astrology. I had a great idea what's coming. I'm pretty accurate. But I had to get back out in society, and I thought this pizza place provided me a great opportunity. So I'm out there a lot doing that. If you're ever in the Charlotte area, it's Jam's Pizza, Jamz. We're doing pretty well considering. Come see us. I'd be more than happy to say hey, and I'm more than happy to sell you a pizza or a sub or some wings. We're pretty good at all three. I think that's about it. I am going to put, again, I'm offering readings, $75 for an hour. It's recorded. You can do phone or meetup or Zoom. And more than happy to still do those if you're looking, or if the interest is sparked within you. Good. Email me and let me know. I've had a few and I've enjoyed them. So I wish you the best here, because this is the biggest time of transformation I've ever seen in astrology, and any time that I felt like I've been here to be aware of it, ahead of it. And that's what we're going to be. So get ready for a major event, because it's coming, because they have screwed up all this market, and they have to say the major event collapsed it, not their ability to try to control it collapsed it, because they went too far. And that's what they did. Let's just be honest. So good luck. And thanks for watching both. I hope you watch both. I'm sorry that I messed it up, but it's my damn Tesla machine, because it's the life force. All this electricity run through our house is not the life force. And that's why I think that's why we become so ill. It's been a big part of it. But this Tesla machine's an opportunity for you to get it back. So thanks again for everybody watching. And man, I wish you the best. Transformations everywhere. I would want you to be in charge of yours versus letting somebody else. Good luck.